Hello YouTube, so this is White One Auto checking in again today. We have a 1973 Chevrolet Caprice in the shop, and it is here for a Dakota digital dash installation. This vehicle is getting a HDX dash. I'll show you a quick picture of what the original dash looks like, and this is all going to be updated with our HDX series dash. So I'll take a pause for a second, raise the car up in the air because we've already started doing some work underneath. So we're back YouTube. We have our Caprice up in the air. As you can see, we already have installed our Dakota digital shift indicator. That will let us know which gear the transmission is in, and it'll transmit that signal to a control box, which is then wired into the HDX controller. We also have our speeding sending unit screwed onto the transmission, and as well we have our ground wire that is ran from the fuel sending unit. We have that connected to a wiring that we've ran inside the frame. It's running along here inside the frame, then it comes out right here, and then it connects to this little this holder we have right here, and they're all running through a grommet right here, which our original speedo cable passes through. Once we get the old dash out, we will remove this speedo cable. But one important thing I want to tell you about this ground wire right here that is running directly back to our sending unit for our fuel sending unit is for the fuel sending unit to work correctly, you must have a ground wire that is hooked directly to it. I see a lot of people just try to ground it out through the car and ground it out through the battery. That will not make the sending unit work correctly. The ground wire must be connected directly to the sending unit, which this wire is. And we've already tested our original wire that is in the car, which is our signal sending unit, which is our signal wire coming from the sending unit, excuse me. I've already ohmed that wire out to where it goes up to the original cluster, and that wire is fine. So we will connect our sending unit side for, the sensing unit side for our sending unit from the original wire that is in the car that is fully intact and fine and does not have a high resistance. We've already verified that. And then we have our ground wire, which is hooked directly to the ground of the sending unit. This wire is passing up through our grommet, and then that will be connected directly to our Dakota digital controller for our HDX dash. So we're gonna let the car back down, do a little bit more work underneath the hood, get our oil pressure sending unit hooked up, our coolant temperature sending unit hooked up, and then we'll check back in after we get the old dash out and get the new one in. So stay with us. So under the hood, everything is complete. Our coolant temp sensor is mounted. Our oil pressure sending unit is mounted. And then all the wires are running through a grommet that we've installed in the firewall. So under the hood is complete. So we'll get back in the interior of the car. Hey YouTube, this is White One Auto checking in again. So we have our dash, our factory dash removed, and we're ready to start a few modifications and then getting the new dash installed. But one thing I want to put out is I knew this dash was drooping down a little bit, and now I see why, because the clips that go there, they were just completely broken out. There should be a screw hole there where a screw goes through and holds the dash up, but it's broken out on both sides. Then there should be a hole over here where the hole is there, but there was no screw originally in it. And what it was doing, it was hitting the shifter when it was all the way up in park, was hitting up here, and this was rubbing down here. So I think we're gonna be able to fix these two. So we will try to fix these two and add a screw right there, then vacuum out all this debris that they should have did when they put the interior in the car. Then we'll get our dash fitted and finish up the wiring and put this thing back together. White One Auto. We'll check back in a moment. Hey YouTube, this is White One Auto. So we're checking in for our final installment of our Dakota digital dash installation in our 1973 Chevrolet Caprice. So you can see we got a real good start up there. We chose it this time to go with the red gauges with the red needles because the interior in this car is red. So that's why we did that. So let's start up the car and we'll run through some of the features. But one thing I want to point out is one feature I truly like about the HDX is the touch buttons as well as the buzzer that makes the beep. I hope you guys can see that as we scroll through some of the settings. Everything is set up. We have our turn signals working in the screen and as well as in the dash. We have our volts. We have no oil pressure right now because it's not running. Our fuel gauge is set up. Let's start the vehicle up. So we started up the vehicle. You can see our tach is working. Our oil pressure gauge is working. Our fuel level was always working. So now, because I am recording on the phone, I chose to do this on the hoist. So we will put we'll shift into reverse. You can see we also added the Dakota digital shift indicator that's mounted to the transmission. So we will have the display of what gear we're in on the dash as well. So let's lift in the drive. We see that our speedo is working. See? So everything on this dash is working as it should. Because I am recording on the phone, I'm not able to show you how you can go through and use the phone app. But one very good feature I really like about the HDX series of Dakota dashes is it gives you the option to set up a daytime setting and as well as a nighttime setting. So this is our daytime setting because the red doesn't show up as well as we would like, but these show up a lot better than the VDF series. So this is our nighttime setting. You can see the change between that, and that is activated when we turn our headlights on. So I just chose this for right now. The owner can go in through the display of the dash itself or using the mobile app once he downloads it and change it. So this is our daytime setting, and as soon as we get our park lights on, that is our nighttime setting. And all of this here is adjustable. There are tons of different colors you can go through and change it. You can do whatever you like. So we can even go in and change the background display intensity. So thank you for checking in with us. This is White One Auto. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, just give us a call here at the shop, 313-264-1689. We're located in Detroit, Michigan. We're an authorized Dakota digital dealer, and we also do installations as well as tons of other work. So thank you for checking us out today.